not, the null biome is still one of the rarest biomes in SOL'S RNG, but it has no good auras. So today, I'm on the hunt to find upcoming null biome auras. But before we get into that, bounties are back, where one lucky subscriber will win 10,000 Robux every 10,000 subscribers. So if you want a chance to win, hit that subscribe button and comment down below your Roblox username. So keep hitting that subscribe button like it's the roll button. Today, we're going to be having a look at one of the things I've requested for months. In fact, I've been requesting this since 2024, and that is null biome auras. Because currently in the null biome, there's only 2 auras you can get. And this is one of the rarest auras in SOL'S RNG. So, the auras you can get are Nihility, which I'm not gonna lie, actually looking at this again in 2025, it looks pretty cool. I'm not against it. I'm kind of a fan. Like, the title's pretty epic. But the other aura is Undefined, which again, I'm not gonna lie, isn't that bad. But don't you think there needs to be like a giga rare aura in here? Rainy's got Abyssal, Hell's got Bloodlust, Corruption's got Impeached, and we have a cross on your face. We did also get the O on your face as well for the April Fool's 2024. Wait a second. It's nearly April again. What are we gonna get this year? Are we gonna get anything? We've got the ring light aura on right now, which you can actually play noughts and crosses with. So today, I will be looking at potential upcoming null biome auras. We pray. I think it's gonna happen because they keep teasing something called unknown. Anyway, hot take, but I think oppression should be a null biome aura, not a glitch biome aura. Yes, that's right. I think this aura suits null biome more than glitch, even though it's the rarest aura in the game. Anyway, let's jump into Discord. The first aura we have is Swordsman by Notices 8.4 out of 10. All right, hear me out. This doesn't look like a null biome aura, but how cool is that, bro? He's got a katana. It's got the classic Japanese gate thing, which I've forgotten what it's called. Bro, I am not cultural, am I? But actually, tabbing back into the game, it looks like it could kind of fit in this biome. But the reason I like it so much is just look how clean it is. You got the flame on your eye, you got the Japanese text here, and the cool portal behind. W aura though, I'm a big fan. And like I said, I love katanas because I've literally got one on my back. Me and Batcha have one. They just don't work. Maybe in the future though. Anyway, the next aura we have is Dreamscape by Upscroll Best Aura Creator and Sick. 9.1 out of 10. And again, it doesn't look like a null biome aura. It's just slightly gray, but I am a sucker for auras with models. And I think that's kind of cool. It's a bit weird, but it is cool. Honestly, I would much rather them turn it pink and then it would match the actual Dream Space biome, because if I go into free cam, it's already got random objects which just float in the sky, and I'm so bad at this camera work. But hey, look at all these chairs and tables. Very cool aura though. It's just kind of out of place. Wait, missed opportunity to put that meme with the 2 signs on. I would love if aura creators started making auras with references in. What a W that would be. And what is happening to the sky? Well, let's not look at that. Let's look at the next aura. Next, we have Powered Imperium V3. Okay. By Holyduck and Barken. 8.55 out of 10. And there we go. That's looking more like it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Hypervolt, just with the beams down, which would be very fun to stand on tall objects and watch the beams go. Oh, we got the P biome. Why does Null do this? Anyway, what I was meaning was using the beams on high surfaces. It used to be so fun on the old obby. Anyway, let's continue looking at that aura. So, it's a 1 in 36 million. It's giving Powered a mutation, and all in all, that just looks like it could be in the null biome. It's not quite as epic as I wanted. And oh, wait, the red clover, the noodle clover. Yoink. But yes, not as rare as I originally wanted. However, beggars can't be choosers. But will this next aura be more rare? And yes, it is more rare with Oppression V3 by Super. 10 out of 10. I did this for the sword. Wait a second. Are they adding a sword to Oppression? And why is this aura not part of the null biome, bro? Look at this W rework. There is way more beams flying off, bro. The text looked even cooler. Honestly, what actually happened to Super? I know this aura is actually really old, but that just screams null biome. But does Super still make auras? auras. I feel like they were one of the best aura creators. Where you at, Super? When was the last time you made anything? But instead of a reworked oppression, which we all know should be a null biome aura. I know I keep saying it, but this does not make sense to be a glitch. And that's coming from someone who actually got this aura without even a heavenly, which is a crazy flex. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying what feels right. But let's check out some new auras, such as Nyctophobia by Cloud Sign, Muay Dian, and Glowy Yogurt. 8.5 out of 10. All right, who remembers this aura? That screams nightmares. This is such a cool aura with the models, but based on the particle effects and colors, I really feel like this could be an upcoming null biome aura or unknown biome. I don't know. Look at the idle animation. Look at the teeth, bro. What the? But look at how cool this aura is. It's even got some cursed googly eyes. And wait, here's the ability. Look at that. What a W. And that sound effect is kind of epic. Look at it, bro. What a crazy aura. I wish it made your hands open as soon as the scream happened. Like you're flailing, trying to run around. But hey, that was a W. That fits this biome so much, bro. Ooh, and let me get this sandy clover, hey? Yoink. Anyway, on to the next. Oi, get out of it, P biome. I should not have picked up that clover. But let's go to the next aura. Corrupted by Slicer. Animated by Creature 2. 8 out of 10. So I remember this one as well. It isn't that rare, but still, wait for the effect, which happens with the floor. From what I can remember, there it is. It picks up blocks, which is awesome, and it like drains it to the orb at the top. And I think I said this before, but imagine if it drained the color out of it. That would be so epic. But regardless, that is a W aura. And honestly, I could see that one in the game already. Don't know how it's an 8 when it's very clean. And just picking up objects from the map is so cool. Just slip out the color, and I'm sure you could turn that 8 into a 9. Anyway, the next aura is Nullified by ABE. 9.1 out of 10. Here's a little screenshot tease. It's only a 1 in 1 million, huh? And you can see it's definitely for null with the X and O's and the I. But here it is on video. And bro, that is very dark. That is way better than a 1 in 1 million. But I think it needs to be lightened up just a little bit and maybe turn that into like a 1 in 10 million, 1 in 20 million. But I think that is very cool. And wait a second, are these orbs jumping across and eating the random ones? What? That is really cool. I like that. I'm a big fan of this aura, actually. It's just almost too puddly. Is that a word? You know what I mean. But the final aura I'm gonna show is in fact my favorite one, which I think they should just go ahead and add right now. Unknown V4 by BLWY, I can't say your name, Uncle Vale, and Hurry Up Tomorrow. Here it is, version 4, and this is a 1 in 100 million. You can see it's made for the null biome, and I am just a massive fan of this. I love the background thing. I don't know what to call it, but there's also some cursed eyeballs on there as well, and the model just looks so good. I think the original one was like 2D, but now it's actual models, and it's just way better. Hold up, is that a satanic star at the bottom? Who knows? But what I do know is, if you hit that subscribe button, you will cook your next rarest aura before the update.